Now, that FIFA story is moving very quickly, so if you want to keep abreast of all the developments, you can do with a live page on the BBC Sport website. But now it's time to rejoin the BBC News at 1 and Lewis Vaughan-Jones.
Next, a teenage hitman from Norway has been found guilty of travelling to England to carry out a killing on behalf of an international crime gang backed by Iran. Our Home Affairs correspondent Daniel Sanford has been following the case and joins us now. Daniel, what more can you tell us?
Yeah, Lewis, Johannes Natland was just 18 years old when he was arrested in a hotel room in Huddersfield last March by counter-terrorism officers. He had 2 handguns and ammunition hidden under his bed. He'd flown into Manchester Airport the night before and then been guided by people controlling him online towards where the guns were hidden in woodland outside Huddersfield, and then to a stolen car, and also to £2,000 hidden in a foot tunnel. He'd been recruited by another Norwegian teenager to carry out the hit on behalf of a very serious criminal gang based in Sweden called the Foxtrot Network, which has links to the Iranian regime. And the Foxtrot Network is known for using teenagers to carry out hits because, first of all, they're cheap, and secondly, frankly, the gang doesn't mind if they are caught. Well, Johannes Natland has now been found guilty of conspiracy to murder here at the Old Bailey, and although the counter-terrorism detectives haven't yet been able to work out exactly who it was that he was going to kill, it seems that he hadn't yet been told because he was being given information at each step of the way, and it all sounds a bit fanciful. Then the same Norwegian teenager who recruited him recruited 2 teenagers in Sweden who both carried out their murders, though in one case they killed the wrong man, Lewis.
Daniel, thank you. Now, it was the show that gave us our weekly pop fix and attracted audiences of nearly 19 million. The final Top of the Pops was broadcast on BBC One 20 years ago this week. A warning, this report from John Maguire contains flashing images.
Yes, it's #1. It's Top of the Pops.
For more than 40 years, Thursday nights was must-see TV for generations of teenagers, as their favourite bands and singers from the charts strutted their stuff in the Top of the Pops studio. The group that appeared more than any other over the years was Status Quo, who remember at first feeling like rabbits caught in the television headlights.
First time we did it, John Cogler was playing the drum with the Hollies, with this style at the time, and doing this. And he looks up and he sees himself on the monitor and he goes, wow. It's just so the profound effect it had on people. And you learnt to be on TV. Initially, I used to hate TV. And then I'd noticed other people, when I watched it, doing that. I thought, I'll make sure I don't do that. Because for some reason, it gave me the message whilst watching the TV, he's watching himself on the monitor. The amount of people I saw do that.
A nice bright start to the programme. That's Racy, all the way from Weston-super-Mare.
As well as the musicians, many of the presenters, Radio 1 DJs and themselves household names were also bowled over by the experience as millions and millions tuned in.
You know, between 1/4 and 1/3 of the country watched it every week. And that 1/4 or 1/3 told the rest of the country. So everyone knew. I mean, when I was a kid, my parents, my grandparents knew who was in the chart, knew who was on Top of the Pops.